Alright, so I made this video to kind of answer the question that people have different opinions on. Can Karl-Anthony Towns lead the Minnesota Timberwolves into the playoffs? And the answer is quite simple actually. Yes, he can. Now, before you start roasting me in the comments, you have to understand that this team, the team the Timberwolves have right now, is probably the most talented team they've had since the Jimmy Butler era. Or even, this team is actually even more talented than the Jimmy Butler era itself. Of course, this team won't automatically be in the play-in. I mean, I think you all know that. This team needs to stay healthy. This team solely relies on their stars to stay healthy, and if either one of the Towns, Edwards, or Russell trio gets injured, they won't have an easy path winning games. But let's move that aside for now. What if they don't get injured? Well, they would be an offensive powerhouse. First, you have one of the greatest shooting big men of all time in Karl-Anthony Towns. He can basically do everything. He can shoot from he can shoot from the free. He can go inside the paint. He's multi-talented. He's a top 3 center in the NBA right now. And then you have Anthony Edwards, who will just continue to get better and better. Yeah, at the start of last season, he had a rocky start. He was so inefficient. But as soon as the season went on and on, he started to get a feel for a game, and by after the All-Star break, he averaged 24 points a game. And lastly, you have D'Angelo Russell, a scoring machine who can give you 20, 30 points a night. When Russell makes 2 buckets in a row, you know the next few shots are going in. Once he gets in a rhythm, he's straight cash. He cannot miss anything. And if you combine those three together, that big three, that's probably a top 15 big three in the NBA right now. But of course, offense isn't gonna get you anywhere. A big problem that the Timberwolves have been facing through the past, like, I don't know, decade now, is that is defense. Very, in conclusion, just to say it simply, their defense is ass. Atrocious. Every year, we're at the bottom of the NBA when it comes to defense. And that's what's keeping them from going from a bottom team to a mediocre team or whatever. But the addition of Patrick Beverly and Torian Prince is going to be huge. Not only do you get defense, but you also get offense. Beverly shot 39% from free throws and Prince shot 40%. That's like they're the perfect 3-and-D combo. Plus the veteran leadership Patrick Beverly can push his team to the next level. He's the type of player that can get the Wolves locked in every night. I haven't even talked about Jaden yet, and how he can prove it in his second year. He's shown that he can defend and shoot the free ball pretty well. He's actually one of the most underrated pickups in the 2020 NBA draft, going to the pick 28. But he needs to gain more muscle if he wants to be a big piece of the Wolves this season. We saw in the preseason game against Denver that he couldn't keep up with Michael Porter Jr. and he was just getting punished inside. If he wants his team to succeed, his play this season will be a big part in doing so. We also have, personally, the GOAT, Naz Reid, is also one of the pieces that the Wolves have. He averaged 11.2 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks a game last season. It's still honestly insane how he wasn't picked in the draft. It's still honestly insane that we got him after he was undrafted. And don't get me started on his footwork. His footwork inside the paint is insane. It's like Hakeem type level. I'm not saying he is Hakeem, but if he develops his footwork inside the paint, he can. He's like a young Hakeem. Don't roast me in the comments, please. He's going to be an amazing contributor off the bench with Patrick Beverley, Torian Prince, and Mike Beasley. Speaking of Beasley, I haven't even talked about him yet. He's another piece that can be a big contributor for the Wolves. He averaged 19.6 points per game to go on with 4 rebounds and 2 assists in 37 games played last season. He did all of that in 37 games. Imagine what more he can do this season in more games. And he did all of that while Karl-Anthony Towns was injured. Imagine him with D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Malik Beasley. Stats show that those four did not even play a single minute together last year. Just imagine how well they can do, all four of them on the floor together. These players, the players that I mentioned so far, they can and will be essential to the Wolves' playoff hope this season. And there's still so many key pieces off the bench like Josh Okogie, Jared Vanderbilt, Jalen Noel, and the rookie, Leandro Bolmaro. This team is talented. In fact, very talented. And with the right chemistry and amazing coaching of the GOAT Chris Finch, this team can and will make the playoffs. Alright, I'm done. Alright, so I know I haven't done a video in a while, and my bad for that. But I just got lazy to make videos and school stuff. I probably won't make another video unless we go 3-0 or somehow we beat the Bucks. I don't know yet, but like, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.